Good afternoon. I'm Donna Lowry, host of Lawmakers on Georgia Public Broadcasting. You are watching the forum for Sandy Springs City Council District 1, organized by Rough Draft Atlanta. I'm joined by Sarah Callis, a politics reporter at Georgia Public Broadcasting, and Bob Papelis, who reports for Rough Draft in Sandy Springs. And this is not a debate. It's an opportunity for the candidates to introduce themselves to the District 1 voters and share where they stand on the issues. And there are two District 1 candidates. We heard from John Paulson earlier. Now we'll hear from Lorri Connor. And Lorri, you have 30 seconds to introduce yourself, and you will see the timer on the screen letting you know how much time you have remaining. You have to unmute first, though, something I have had to learn today. You cannot unmute?
Okay.
There you
Can you hear me?
go.
Can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead. 30 seconds.
Great. Thank you. Sorry for the tech issues today. I'm Lorri Connor, and I have been a American history and civics teacher for 30 years and a Sandy Springs resident for 15. And I am looking to bring economic vibrancy and affordability to District 1, a district that looks like it's been forgotten. And in the 16 years that my opponent has been in the city council, I have seen little change. And so I'm really hoping to bring affordability and vibrancy to District 1, and I hope I'll be able to do that with your support.
Thank you. We'll now go to our journalist panel, who will ask two questions that you will answer. And candidates Lorri, have 60 seconds to respond to each question. And the timer, once again, will let you know how much time you have remaining. And Sarah, you get the first question.
I don't see the timer, but okay.
It's on the screen. Can you see us?
I can see you, but I don't see a timer, but that's okay.
All righty.
Thank you.
So you'll have that time after Sarah asks her question.
All right, thank you. So last month, a judge ordered a short-term rental party house to cease operations. Do you support changes to the city's short-term rental laws to reduce or ban party houses in Sandy Springs?
Can you tell me what a short-term rental party house is?
It would be similar to an Airbnb or a house people can rent out short-term for events or parties.
Okay. Okay. I see, a rental, short-term rental. Do I support that ban? I would think it would be on a case-by-case basis. I am not one of those people that will just give you an answer if I have not done my homework. And I have not done my homework on short-term rental party houses. At first glance, I would say that it seems like a reasonable thing for someone to be able to do, to rent out their home. But at the same time, I can see how it could become a problem if the people that rent these homes are irresponsible and it disrupts the neighborhood in which the home exists. So without actually doing more homework on this topic, I would not necessarily give you a 100% confirmed answer on that.
Thank you. Bob, it's your turn to ask a question.
Okay. What more can Sandy Springs do to spur the redevelopment of its underperforming shopping centers?
Oh, thank you for that question. Here in District 1, it's almost like we're a promise that has been left unkept. We have the majority of empty office space and the majority of empty commercial space. We have 51,000 square feet of space sitting idle for years where the Stars and Stripes bowling alley used to be. My idea is to work with the National Park Service at Island Ford and turn District 1 into a destination for kayaking, boating, hiking, family activities. And I don't understand why Roswell has been so successful in optimizing its riverfront, and we have just let it sit dormant. Along with bringing that activity to our district, we would bring restaurants, we would bring stores. I can only imagine what that Stars and Stripes bowling alley could turn into. I actually can imagine. I have a lot of ideas about it, but we have to bring interest to the area. And District 1, it's almost like the city council.
Thank you very much. That is your time on that. Thank you so much. We're going to go back to Sarah for a question.
Sandy Springs has been identified as one of the cities with the fastest growing home sale prices in Georgia. What goals do you have for increasing housing affordability in the city?
Yes, 50% of Sandy Springs residents are homeowners and 50% of Sandy Springs residents are renters. And whether you're a renter or you're a homeowner, you're feeling the squeeze, with rent being north of $2,000 a month and mortgage being north of $4,000 a month. There's much we can do. We can provide incentives to property owners to bring down rent or to stabilize rent. There's much we can do with the millage rate in order to stabilize or reduce property taxes. There's ideas left and right, but you have to have a mayor and a city council that's motivated to do it. And I have not seen that very much in the 15 years I've been with Sandy Springs. I really believe that there is a lot that can be done quickly. Like I said, providing incentives to homeowners, that stay in the community, providing incentives to property owners that own apartment complexes that will stabilize rent and offer them a tax break. Absolutely, we have to work at the millage rate. It's been the same for 19 years, and we need to look at it because it's not working for Sandy Springs residents.
Thank you so much. Bob, you get the final question for Lorri.
How can the Roswell Road North End Boulevard project help your district?
The North End project. Well, I haven't seen a lot happening north of Abernathy Road. We had that little park off when you go north on Roswell Road, you make a left on Abernathy, there's that park. I've heard a lot about this project, but I haven't seen it happening. I would love for District 1 to have tree-lined sidewalk streets and cafes where chairs are sitting outside. But look at Roberts Drive. There's miles of roadway where in the morning we have a lot of pedestrians walking Roberts Drive, and the trees have overgrown the light fixtures. So in the fall and winter, we have pedestrians by the dozens walking to the MARTA stop on Roswell Road in the dark. How there isn't someone killed every single month on Roswell Road, I don't know, because people are forced to walk into the street. Sidewalks need to be a safety issue, not a beautification issue.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And that's all the time we have for questions. Now you will have 60 seconds for a closing statement. So go ahead with your 60 seconds and closing statement.
Thank you. District 1 deserves more than maintenance. It deserves momentum. After 16 years of the same leadership, we've seen veterans parks and a few sidewalks here and there, and that's lovely, but we need much more. Drive north of Abernathy and you'll see empty storefronts, a riverfront full of potential, but short on purpose, neighborhoods where families are being priced out of the community that they've lived in for years, whether you're a renter or you are a property owner. That's not vision, it's inertia. Half of our residents are owners, half are renters, and they're all feeling the squeeze. So that's not sustainable and it's not leadership. A principal once told me that the reason that Rome wasn't built in a day is because I wasn't there. And that's because I'm a dog with a bone. When I take something on, I get it done. So Rome may not have been built in a day, but it should not take 16 years for District 1 to prosper. And that's what I'm hoping to do.
Thank you so much. Well, that's all the time we have. And I want to thank the candidates. I want to thank you, Lorri, and the panel for participating, and Rough Draft Atlanta for organizing this forum. A reminder that early voting begins Tuesday, October 14th, and Election Day is November 4th. I'm Donna Lowry. Thanks for tuning in.